What's up, gang? It's your trainer, Joe Stones, and I'm back in the gym with you today. Today, we're gonna work mobility, more primarily mobility of the feet. We have a previous video that I posted recently on this platform where we did some foot mobility, using a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball to roll out the fascia of the foot. Then we put some movement behind it so we could start activating and start triggering that big toe to activate your foot properly. Today, we're gonna improve the arch of that foot by doing a little bit more mobility and stretching into that arch, and then do a bit more activation and strengthening to help improve that arch of that foot. Everybody should be doing this no matter what, even if you have healthy feet. If you're having any issues with your knees, hips, lower back, if you're someone with flat feet or bunions or a collapsed arch, this is definitely what you want to lean toward doing. It's important to have good foot health. A lot of times when we're suffering from knee or lower back pain or hip pain, we don't want to just look right at the source of what's hurting your knees or your hip. We have to find what is causing this. And a lot of times it's that foundation is a little bit weak. Remember, everything is connected and your feet are the foundation. Just like building a house, if the second floor is a little crooked, you're not looking at the stairwell, you're not looking at the walls, you're gonna be looking at the foundation. So if you're someone who's squatting and you ever notice that your knees are buckling in, you have that knee valgus, or when you're doing single leg, you feel wobbly or offset. A lot of times, it's not just those glutes or hips that are weak, it's our foot health that isn't quite lined up correctly. This is gonna be the mobility drill that you're gonna wanna do. It doesn't cost you a lot of time or use a lot of tools. We're gonna get right into it. Let's get after it. Let's get into it. All you're gonna need today is a couple of towels. I'm actually using yoga mats, which is great too. You're gonna roll them up. If you don't have towels handy, or if you wanna use yoga blocks, you can do that as well. So once our towels are rolled up, you're gonna place them on the floor with a couple of inches in between. From here, we're gonna put our foot onto the towels with your heel on the towels and the ball of your foot and toes on the other towel. What we want is we want some space in between on the arch and middle part of your foot. We do not want that to be supported. What we're looking to do throughout this one is to stretch the arch of that foot. From here, what we're gonna do is lean all of our weight over the front big toe with our knee in, and then we're gonna ease off. Now, this will probably be the only time you ever hear me tell you this, but I want you to let the knee buckle to the inside of the foot. Now, the reason why we wanna let the knee buckle is we wanna put more stretch on the arch of the foot where the big toe is. So, nice and easy, letting the knee buckle, putting all the weight onto the front of your foot, not allowing our heel to elevate, and then easing off. We're gonna do this for about a minute or so. You should be getting anywhere between 10 to 15 reps, and then you're gonna switch to the other foot and all the same rules will apply. Take your time, work your weight up to 15 reps, and then go back to the first side and do it again for your second set. If you decide to use yoga blocks, the same rules will apply. We're gonna bring the heel and the ball of the foot onto the yoga block so the arch of the foot has some real estate underneath it. We're gonna let that knee buckle over the top of the big toe, stretching the arch of that foot, and ease off. Nice and easy. Again, about 15 reps. Take your time, the slower the better. Once again, we're gonna do 2 sets of 15 reps to each side. So now after we're done stretching the middle part of our foot, loosening up the arch of that big toe, now what we wanna do is put some strength behind building into the arch of your foot. And again, anybody and everyone can rebuild the arch of their foot. Barefooted is always the best way to do this. If you're wearing socks, no problem, but definitely not wearing shoes while you're performing this. We wanna stand nice and easy with our feet flat. And from there, what we're gonna look to do is taking our toes and grinding them into the floor and making an arch with our foot. So if you notice what that's doing is it's even taking my femurs and my knees and opening them. We're gripping through the floor with our toes and then letting it off. Nice and easy. Holding it for 2 or 3 seconds and releasing. Hold it for 2 or 3 seconds and release. So from here, what we're doing is we're flexing through the foot. We're flexing that arch that we've just loosened up. So you're gonna do this again for another minute or two, 15, 20 reps, and then take a break, and then go right back to it for your second set, the same rules, 15. There you have it, gang. That's gonna be the exercises that you wanna do for healthy feet. It's gonna ensure that your knees aren't buckling when you're squatting or when you're walking or stepping up the steps. Every bit of your body is gonna remain healthy by having healthy feet. Remember, we're laying a good foundation so we can have a healthy rest of the body. Let's get after it.